Hello and welcome. My name is Matt Thomas, and I'm here to talk to you about the Affordable Care Act. With the new administration in office, I feel that it's important and necessary to talk to you about really what the Affordable Care Act is, what it does, and how it'll affect you, the everyday American. When first talking about the Affordable Care Act, I think it's important to start with what the Affordable Care Act is. The Affordable Care Act is made up of the Affordable Health Care for America Act and the Patient Protection Act. And it's also made up of related sections including Healthcare and Education Reconciliation Act, as well as the Student Aid and Financial Responsibility. In addition to talking about what the Affordable Care Act is, I think it's extremely important and necessary to talk about what the Affordable Care Act does. Now, what it says it's supposed to do is provide Americans with affordable, quality health insurance. It's come under a lot of fire since its creation on whether or not it's actually been doing that. But again, what it says that it's supposed to be doing is creating reforms, including benefits, rights, protections, rules for insurance companies, which is a big topic, taxes, tax breaks, funding, spending, the creation of committees, education, and of course, new job creation. Now that we talked about what the Affordable Care Act is and what the Affordable Care Act does, I think now it's a perfect time to start diving into what are the pros and what are the cons of the Affordable Care Act. Starting with a pro would be that tens and millions have access to affordable, high-quality health insurance. This is a great thing for the country. Everyone, in my opinion, deserves fair health insurance. But one of the cons would be to that is that taxpayers are going to have to pay for everyone to have this affordable care. Is it bad that we have to pay for good health insurance? No, but we are still having to pay for this Affordable Care Act. So another thing is that another pro rather, is young adults can stay on a parent's plan until the age of 26. That's something really good for young adults. They don't have to worry about setting up their own plan right as they become an adult. But this has created a con in that young people tend to be more healthy in comparison to the elderly. So that's what the insurance companies are targeting. They're targeting the younger adults rather than the older elderly people, because the profit is with the young adults. They're making more money with the young adults rather than the elderly because they have to expend more money on the elderly, if that makes sense. So that's not a good thing. Another pro is that it's a free market. So prices are going to vary depending on the insurance company, but again, this is going to create another con in that it's going to create higher prices in comparison to other countries. Other countries, the health insurance is pretty much all the same, whereas it's going to vary. There's a lot of variety. Some are going to be high, some are going to be low. It depends on your insurance company. So moving on to the next topic would be a pro that insurance companies are required to change the same premium regardless of health status. So whether you're sick, you're hurt, you're healthy, you're supposed to be paying the same premium. But this is going to lead to another con in that the insurance companies are going to they're going to target Americans that are healthy. Like I said before, they're not going to target these elderly people. They're going to target the healthy Americans that they're going to get the profit off of. So again, moving on, another pro is that small businesses will see most of the pros, not large businesses. That's pretty self-explanatory. Another pro in the Affordable Care Act is that women are going to receive many pros with little cons. women are going to no longer have to pay more than men. It's going to be equal pay for the insurance company, which is a great sign. There's no con with that. It's pretty self-explanatory. Another pro is that seniors are going to receive improved Medicare that keep rates down and cut wasteful spending, which is great for our seniors and the elderly people in America. But again, another con with that would be that Medicare payments to doctors have went up, that have skyrocketed the price of health insurance. That we're paying our doctors so much now that we are continuously having to pay for our doctors, whereas the costs are gonna be staggering up for us, which is another con. This is my final take on the Affordable Care Act. And I think it should be repealed, but I don't think it should be completely thrown away. I don't think that people should be denied health insurance if it's to go, and I think it would be too costly to start up a whole new health insurance plan with this new administration. And yeah, thank you for joining me. This has been Matt Thomas talking to you about the Affordable Care Act.